Welcome to episode 90 of the Pack Life Podcast. I'm your host, Bruiser Carter, along with my family. Beside me, we got my cousin, Mr. Demo.
Thank you for having me.
Diagonally, we got Slim Reaper, JC Wood.
What is he flexing?
Diagonally, we got my brother, Mr. Cut Carter.
Cutthroat.
And last but not least, we got my boy, Mr. JB.
Can't be least because I'm the best. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Fire them cannons this weekend.
Just got that hat, buddy. You just got that hat.
Right. No,
I've
he's
been wearing. How many episodes I've been wearing this? Now?
right. Jalen, you've had this hat for like 2 months and you still ain't take that sticker off.
Nah, bro. I like my stickers.
I
Bro.
wear my 47 brand sticker on my hat too. I do.
I like my little sticker, man. You know what I'm saying?
Gentlemen, how you guys doing, man?
Great.
Man.
Bless.
Good, man. Blessed, boy.
The only hat that matters.
OC,
I like that hat too.
OTC, the only clue that matters. I'm well. Good. Back to school. Me and Slim Reaper back to school. You feel me? Cut Carter. Congratulations. Do you want it, Cut? Or what we call you?
I'll take it. Any promo is good promo.
Shot him.
Congratulations, Derek Carter.
Any promo is good promo in this business. Need a
Out
house?
with my boy, man.
Need a house?
Get the
Contact
high.
me. Even if you're not in Georgia, I got you. And once we get up and running in Georgia, it's on to Louisiana. But going back home with it too.
Yes, sir. Also want to say congratulations to Demond. Your work has not gone unnoticed, brother. I peeped and I recognize that.
Appreciate it.
Yes,
Sir.
sir.
Multiple streams. We like it. We love to see it.
Trying to get back in my bag. COVID ain't stopping nothing, Pack. Oh God.
No.
God. And we're back. It is time for us to predict the big game. It is time for us to talk about the only game that matters in NFL, the last game of the NFL season. We're talking about Super Bowl 55, of course, as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will face the Kansas City Chiefs. The Buccaneers are a 3-point underdog. The over-under is 56 points. Time for them predictions, man. JB, preach to your choir, preach to your section, the devoted Tampa Bay followers, bandwagon or not bandwagon. Who do you got winning this game? Who you got winning this game?
You man, I come on this podcast quite often, and I'm always receiving hate. You know, bro, I'm riding with my boys, dog. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Riding with us. I think we shocked the world, bro. We shocked the world. We win by 4 points. I got it 28-24. Reason being, I feel like we're gonna get after old Patty back there. Make life hard for him. And we will not do the dumb things that we did the first game against the Chiefs, which is playing Carlton Davis one-on-one with no safety help on Tyreek Hill. That is just ludicrous. We're not doing that again. So I feel as if we have a good chance. They put 24 up on us on the first half, and they only got 3 points in the second half in the first meeting that we had. So that being said, Todd Bowles will make his adjustments. It's a new offense. I feel as if we have a new offense in store for the Chiefs. So they really going to have their hands full, and we have a great chance of pulling it out. Go Bucks.
Go Bucks, says Jalen Benjamin. Jace, who do you have winning this? No, Cut Carter we got breaking news. Cut Carter says, come to him. Cut Carter, take it away.
My mama told me to tell you shut up, Jalen.
Right.
Anyways.
4-time division winner.
I have the obvious choice here. I'm gonna take the favorites. Nothing against. Well, yes, it's 100% against the Bucks. I don't want to see the Bucks win no Super Bowl. So that's part of the reason, and also because I think the Chiefs are just absolutely the better team. I think this is that defining moment that the NFL been trying to gas for the last couple seasons when it was like Brady's torch is gone, Mahomes has it, and it was in the AFC, it wasn't in the Super Bowl, but now it's in that the biggest moment of all. So I think this is when the Chiefs go 2-peat and the Tyreek Hill has a day. I don't think anybody can guard Travis Kelce on that team either. I think the Kansas City defense is going to come to play, and they're known for giving Brady fits. We've seen it this year, and we've seen it in previous years. And I just look for the Honey Badger, probably the most infamous LSU player and popular LSU player in the last decade or however long it's been. So I look for him to go ahead and get 2 and give Clyde his first ring in his first year. And I know I don't want to make it all Louisiana based, but I like to see guys that come from LSU and make it in the league. So it'll be great to see him get two-peat and Mahomes solidify his kind of legacy that he got going. Go ahead, Jace, you got it.
All right. I don't think this game will be a blowout at all, even though I would love it to be on the Chiefs side. I feel like the Chiefs will win the game, of course. That's the obvious pick. But I feel like the Bucks will definitely make it hard on them. I feel that Devin White will torment Patrick Mahomes in coverage, blitzing, anything. I was just gonna torment Patrick Mahomes. So I feel like he's gonna get after Patrick. But at the same time, that offense this year, I don't think they were number one, but they were still one of the best offenses in the league. They got Andy on their side, Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. The list goes on. So I got the Chiefs pulling this out by 3, maybe an overtime game. We don't know yet, but I say about 3.
DeMar.
I'm riding with the Chiefs, man. I think they go back to back. I think we are watching the next great big dynasty in the NFL, especially in the AFC. I think they will represent the AFC in Super Bowls to come. It's just interesting. We're about to watch Patrick Mahomes not receive the torch from Brady. I think he's taking it. It's his league now, and I think this solidifies it. You look back to their Week 12 matchup, and everyone talks about Tyreek Hill to 200 yards receiving. I don't see that being happening again. I think the Bucks are going to go out swinging, knowing that Tyreek Hill won't beat them. I expect him to make plays. He's just one of the best receivers in football, but Kelsey's going to do his thing. I think I've said it all year. He has my vote for Offensive Player of the Year. Never seen a tight end, especially maybe a player, get better every year like Travis Kelce does. He had 8 catches for 82 yards in their first matchup on 8 targets. And then, the Chiefs are going to make noise in the playoffs with a random unexpected player. Last year in the Super Bowl, Sammy Watkins against Richard Sherman. Miko Hardman went off last week after the fumble, in the AFC Championships game, But, the Chiefs are just going to come out and they're going to make plays offensively. And then defensively, I think they're slept on. You got Chris Jones, Frank Clark, and, of course, Tyrann Mathieu, Pro Bowl. 3 Pro Bowl players, and they're just some dogs. They're not going to lay down. And as good as I expect Brady to play on the big stage, it's just too much to overcome. Like I said, in their Week 12 matchup, Brady threw the ball 41 times. Ronald Jones was the lead rusher with 66 yards, only had 9 carries. Brady proceeded to – he did throw for 345 yards, but they were fighting back, and they were playing from behind the entire game. Threw 3 touchdowns, also had 2 interceptions. And I will say, if he gives this team a chance to continue to put up points as he did with Green Bay, they will not let up. They will continue to run it up. This is not they have no fair bearing on this game. They are coming to win. They're coming to stomp them out. And I don't think that's the type of game it'll be, but I do expect the Chiefs to come out victorious and Patrick Mahomes to win his second Super Bowl.
I agree. I think the biggest flaw in the Chiefs' game plan, not even game plan, but their personnel, is due to their injuries to their Eric Fisher. He had Achilles injuries against the Bills 2 weeks ago in an AFC Conference Championship game. As long as they're not having Mitchell Schwartz, he got hurt during the season, and their left guard opted out of the season due to COVID. It just feels like that's the way this Bucks team can win, getting after Mahomes with JPP, with Shaq Barrett. I think that's how you just slow that down. But even then, the O-line matter, but when you have that quarterback back there like Patrick Mahomes, in addition, in tandem with them guys, Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, it's just so hard to stop. And I think this game will be fun to watch. I think it will definitely live up to the hype. I just have the Chiefs winning. I have them winning by a touchdown. I'll say final score 31-24. I think Brady will not back down for this challenge no matter what. But just Mahomes, man. Just this team, the offensive power, we haven't seen something like this in NFL in so long. So I think the Chiefs will win this game. It'll be definitely fun to watch. And Mahomes, man, Jalen, you say you was picking Mahomes too before you switched your pick when your loyalty got to you. So would you like what happened?
You gotta understand something, dog. I had time to sit with this, and also just so y'all know, every time y'all pick against me, y'all lose. So I was thinking y'all was gonna come out maybe praising the Bucks, hoping for a little reverse psychology, switching it up. But I just feel like we got the tools to beat these guys, man.
Do
We
you
got
feel
the
like
tools
this
to
day
beat these
one?
guys. We are a different team than when we played them back then. We've turned the page. Our defense is playing unbelievable. And I think we'll be ready. Patrick Mahomes, he gonna be running for his life all game. Then our secondary, you know what I'm saying? We got everybody back healthy. We'll have Winfield, Carlton Davis will be full strength, and Sean Murphy, but Sean, boy, been playing out his mind, dog. Like, there's no doubt in my mind he gonna come to play. Now you already know what that front seven gonna do. And we just got Vita back. Just saying. I'm just saying. Don't be surprised when we pull that thing out.
I think an underrated aspect of the Chiefs game is definitely their run game, how they got that going in the postseason with Darrell Williams, with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and sometimes Le'Veon Bell is inactive. I'm saying, but you have to put so much time and investment into stopping Patrick Mahomes in that passing game. It will leave them susceptible maybe to the run with misdirection, giving it to Darrell Williams, giving it to Clyde. I'm just saying the possibility.
We ready. We ready for all that, man.
Before we move off this Super Bowl, man, I want to hear you guys' biggest X factor for this big time game. Damon, I'll start with you. Who is the biggest X factor? You can do it from either both teams or just one person in general.
I'm going to say Chris Jones. For those who stay up to date with the Every Yards Matters page, I made a post today about Chris Jones and great players who don't bow down to Tom Brady. Chris Jones is in that category along with the Jalen Ramseys, the Ray Lewis. When you don't lay down against Tom Brady, everyone respects Brady. He's the greatest of all time in my eyes. And a lot of people share the same sentiments. But these guys this is how they feed their family. And they're playing for a championship. And Chris Jones, we've seen him chirp back and forth with Brady. He's going to come and be out on his best. And he's the leader of that defense up front. As I alluded to earlier, Frank Clark, you got Tyrann leading him on the back end. But Chris Jones is going to be the driving force. For the Bucs, it ultimately starts with their run game if they're able to open up some things off the play action. In the Week 12 matchup, Gronk was the leading receiver with 6 catches, 106 yards, and a touchdown. And a lot of that comes off play action. So if Chris Jones is able to be that force up front, stop the run with Ronald Jones and play off Lenny, I think it'll be very difficult for the Bucs to get things going through the air. He's also a great pass rusher too. So Chris Jones, if he's dominant, it's very hard for me to see the Bucs having success offensively in this game.
Jace, biggest X factor. You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute.
All right, y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got 2 X factors. I got one for the Chiefs and I got one for the Bucs. The one for the Bucs will be Devin White. I love what I've seen from this whole playoffs. He's been the tackling leader for the team just about all season, anyways. But he just torments the quarterback as much time as he can get, and he's just all over the field everywhere. Throw a flat route, he there. Throw a out route, he there. Like he just everyone on the field. And for the Chiefs, I feel like they're gonna put so much emphasis on Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce that they're gonna forget about McCole Hardman. And I feel like McCole Hardman is gonna catch he's gonna catch his screens and his slant routes and stuff like that, and just go for maybe 60 yards, 50 yards, 40 yards. So yeah.
Who got the mail for that?
JB, who are your X factors?
My X factor, Carlton Davis. He gotta come to play, be ready to be physical, do his job. That's the only guy I feel that could be really great. But he's steadily improving, but he always finds his way to be picked on somehow. But I need him to be exceptional come Sunday, because if he plays well, it's contagious. Everyone else starts to play well. You know what I'm saying? And my X factor for the Chiefs will be Clyde, man. If they can get Clyde going, I mean, you can't. When them boys got the run and the pass going, and they can set up off play action, there's just no way you can really beat the Chiefs. So I feel as if we would need to make them one dimensional in order to be able to beat those guys. And stopping the run is something that we specialized in all year, but it's the biggest game. Everything you did all year really doesn't matter up until this point. It's what you do in this game. So we have to make sure we come in focused on Clyde, because if Clyde get loose and shake back, it could be a wrap.
My X factor is I know you chose Clyde, but I think it's Darrell Williams. He's become the main rushing threat for this team with the absence of Damian Williams, who opted out due to COVID, Le'Veon Bell joining late, and Clyde getting nicked up. Darrell Williams from LSU, the forgotten man. I think he is similar to last year with Damian Williams when he came in and neutralized the San Fran front four. I think Darrell Williams can provide that same spark. And just if he goes on, I think if KC gets the run game going, I think there's like no possible way that the Bucs can win. So I think Darrell Williams from LSU is the man for the Chiefs. This is the biggest X factor. Kirk Carter, biggest X factor, but
Biggest X factors. I'll do one for each team. Honestly, I know the defense is a big thing in this game on both sides, and I like the thoughts of Devin White and Chris Jones for sure. But if Travis Kelce has one of those games where he's unstoppable and like a cyborg out there, I can't really see the Chiefs being stopped. And then on the other side of the ball, on the other team for the Bucs, it seems like the consistent theme is if Leonard scores, they win. So if you get Leonard in that mode and his playoff Lenny mode, and he's at like he's what's the word I'm looking for? If he's what's the word I'm looking for? Dang.
Effective.
Yeah. If he effective, if Leonard gets effective and active, then they're a hard team to beat. I think Brady gonna he gonna do what he gotta do on his end, or at least try. So it's like I got Leonard because Leonard's in the passing game and he is in the running game. And then like I mean, this is where your boy got to show up, Jalen. If Mike Evans don't show up this game, I don't want to hear nothing else. This is like,
what do you mean?
All the marbles.
We have multiple receivers.
If Mike Evans don't show up, I don't want to hear nothing else.
Do you know we have AD Godwin and Gronkowski?
He's what?
This is. Look, listen. This is not New Orleans.
Did you say Gronk?
This is not New Orleans.
Did you say Gronk?
This is not New Orleans where you only have one receiver, bro. We got multiple receiving weapons.
You talking
Whoever
about
has the best matchup?
Why'd you got to bring stuff to New Orleans? I'm not even talking about us, but I will say that Drew Brees has the most passes to any like a bunch of different players like in history. That's a fact. So I don't know why you got this one receiver thing from when for the longest he was spreading the ball to people that nobody ever heard of. However, we're talking about Bucks. Don't do me. He said it. I didn't even mention us.
I didn't even say you. I said Chiefs Bucks. Chiefs Bucks.
Cut me off. Cut him off. The point, and then, it's my segment, man. Shut up. It's my turn. I think wide receiver one has to show up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Heard you. Before we get off of that, I have two more Super Bowl topics. Topic one, quick and easy. Winning the Super Bowl will mean more to who? Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes? Just give me a name, no reason. Let's go.
Brady.
Brady.
Damn, I think Mahomes. That's crazy. All right. And last but not least.
Question, bro. Why you think Mahomes?
To win your first, was that 3 full seasons? Yeah, it's pretty good. Before having his he hasn't have double-digit losses yet. That will be crazy to do that against Tom Brady, who has, because I think it doesn't help Tom Brady's case if he wins 7. No one has won 6, so winning 7 would just make it, it don't make it more. We already think he's the best. Not gonna make me think, he's the best.
Well, I don't think of it in those terms of numbers of championships. We already know about but I do think in terms of what it would mean with Brady going to a new team, the Bucks, who had one of the longest playoff droughts in football, and just this ongoing debate about who meant more to the Patriots dynasty between Brady and Belichick. Now you see more players, Danny Amendola, Bruce Arians, his new coach, talking about what Brady meant. And it's just interesting. You haven't seen Belichick all season. You saw Belichick on podcasts talking about this is a rebuild year for us, and we're not really sure. We love Cam Newton, and we'll see if he's back next year. But we haven't heard nothing from you in terms of the Bucs success. So just very interesting to me. But I think, Mahomes has a long time to continue to rack up championships. But Brady going out and getting one year after leaving the Patriots is just huge.
And I say Brady because I think this would be like him getting his 7th would be like, it'd just be like, oh man, like that's like a super duper.
But 6 is already a super duper number.
I know, but 7 is like, it's like, okay, now you're raising the bar. It's like the equivalent.
So he wins. So let's say he wins. Let's say he wins this season, then he wins next season. Would you? Yeah, win 8. Would you value him like, oh, he's won 8? Oh my God.
I don't think you get what I'm saying. Like he got 6 and Jordan got 6, but him winning 7 is like basically like I might be the best athlete. I might be the greatest player to ever play any sport of all time. That's what that's talking about.
He's talking about in like those terms. He heard you.
But and for Mahomes, I feel like Mahomes
athlete.
No, he's not. I'm not going to consider him the greatest athlete, but as a winner, that would. I mean, 7 is 7. But and I don't even. I'm not even his biggest fan. But 7 is 7. However, I was going to say. I'm saying, but Jordan got 6.
But Tom Brady has the most Super Bowls ever already. So added on to it, it's not gonna make me think, oh, you're already better than what you are.
But Mahomes 1 and 2 not gonna mean nothing to me when he's 25, and we know he's gonna probably go back again. That's how I feel. I feel like this is Mahomes.
If he wins 2 this year, if he wins 2 this year, and then comes back and wins it again, 3 peats, that'd be crazy.
Right, but I'm saying that's why I don't think this one is that big because he wouldn't be the first one to win back to back. Right.
I feel like that third one will be bigger than this second.
He 3-peat, then it's like, okay, that means everything. But and then Brady's 43, bro, too. That's another thing. I just feel like Mahomes got 15 more seasons to go back.
Probably more than that. The way the league set up.
Got you. And last but not least, we gotta talk about the performances. The Weeknd doing a halftime. Jasmine Sullivan and a country singer is doing the national anthem, and Amanda Gorman, who stole the show at the presidential inauguration, will be reciting a poem before the Super Bowl. So a lot of Black performers are out there ahead of the Super Bowl. Jay-Z working at Rock Nation.
Jay-Z effect, allegedly.
Jay-Z Rock Nation.
Yes, sir. The GOAT, the real GOAT. I think the Weeknd.
I'm excited, Bruiser. You heard my boy paid $7 million out of his own pocket for this performance. Right?
That's what I'm about to ask you guys. What songs do you want to hear? Will this rank as one of the greatest halftime shows ever? What do you guys' expectations?
Vegas has the biggest odds of Doja Cat being brought out, and second is Drake. So either of those I'm cool with. I love to see some Doja.
Why Doja though?
I would love to see
in your eyes.
I think the dude that played the saxophone 100% coming out. That's damn, I forgot his name. You know what I'm talking about?
I do not.
He plays the saxophone on dun, dun.
I mean, they said the Weeknd spent $7 million out of his own pocket to make it happen. So something's big is going down.
I think it's gonna be a lot of. I don't think it's necessarily him spending money on people. I think it's effects, and I think he's gonna go through. He's gonna have on his red suit with the bloody nose thing. That's his theme. I feel like he gotta stick with it. I don't think he should switch it up. I know America might be like, what the, lose their mind.
I think you do it. You still have to appeal to the mainstream white America because that's still technically the majority. So I think
it's already sold.
If you heard his music, you know what you know the songs. Like when Blinding Lights is like a perfect theme song for a Super Bowl or like a WrestleMania.
That's a given.
They using it for WrestleMania?
They used it for last WrestleMania.
Oh, they did? They used Blinding Lights last year?
Yeah.
No, it's the perfect, like it's just the song you hear, you see and you hear it, and it's like something big coming. Like it's just like a song you hear walking, like the commercials, the Pepsi commercials, they're doing everything. It's building up big for this. So
Damon said Drake or Doja Cat. Who do you like? Who you said the saxophone guy? You haven't got his name. Any more guests before I go to Jalen?
I mean,
I could see him bringing out Daft Punk.
yeah, I feel it coming. Yeah, I can see that.
I definitely could see that.
Drake and Daft Punk makes sense. Doja, I forgot they had that remix together, and that Say So song would go dumb at the Super Bowl too.
Yeah.
Jalen. Oh.
You think you bring out Nav and put Nav on?
I would hope he brings out Nav and performs some way. Because I would act a fool.
Did Travis only had like a little excerpt last year, right?
Yeah, he only did his sicko mode.
He brought out Travis and they did they song together, Wake Up or something, or
that's not realistic there.
Yeah, Wake Up is in
what's the other one they got together? What's the Skeletons? Yeah.
Well, they could do
but I ain't gonna lie, Travis doing Yosemite at the Super Bowl made me cry. I'm not gonna lie. Him, Nav, and Gunna get Yosemite in there at some point.
Would you think, Jalen? Do you think this could rival Beyonce's performance, the greatest performance of all time?
You was thinking Wonderful, Derek, off Birds. You do Wonderful.
Oh,
I would love to hear Wonderful.
That's what it's
Kenny G. My bad. I can't believe I got his name. Kenny G. On In Your Eyes. He did it. He performed with him at the VMAs, I think.
Jalen, test 1 2. Test mic check.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. I'm gonna just leave the AirPods out, but I don't think you can't come for the queen now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna surpass Beyonce, but I think it'll be definitely a legendary halftime show. I'm excited to see. I don't know what he's gonna. It's The Weeknd, bro. One of the greatest artists of this generation. We just don't know what he gonna do. We don't. My only request is that he plays Blinding Lights. Tell Your Friends, and Some Way. I would love to see him bring out Nav and perform Some Way. I don't know, something's just in me. The EXO, I don't know, man.
I think he for sure does Blinding Lights. I think he does In Your Eyes. I think he does Save Your Tears. I'm saying, how long of a set really is it? 7 million for 15 to 10 minutes is kind of OD.
I don't think he does. I only think he do the hits from the what's the name, After Hours. Then he go to Beauty Before the Madness.
I named the hits, bro. That was just 3 of them.
But I'm saying, but he gonna do something from Beauty Behind the Madness.
Oh, no, he's gonna do. I think he gonna do the song from 50 Shades of Grey.
I think Super Bowl is peppy, Derek.
But you said Beauty Behind the Madness. That's the song that went crazy. Well, I think he might do Reminders. That song chart wise was like.
I understand that it's the Super Bowl though. He's not gonna do no sap.
Yeah, no mellow tone. Yeah. I could definitely see off Beauty Behind the Madness. I could definitely see the Hills and like a quick switch. And then I could definitely see Can't Feel My Face because that was definitely.
Well, yeah, Can't Feel My Face would be the one to get played. I don't know if he does the other one you said.
Other than that, I talked about a couple songs off Starboy where he could bring out Daft Punk, but that's it for me. I don't see. I mean, like I said, Doja Cat In Your Eyes remix, and that's really it. And let her do Say So if she's coming out. But other than that, I mean, I think that's a pretty good set list from what I have.
Watch you do Party Monster.
You're naming songs that you're like, but these are not realistic.
I want realistic. Super Bowl.
I feel it coming.
Nav will not be in Tampa.
They're not performing Some Way, I know.
I feel it coming.
You want
Reminder.
You want him to perform Some Way, and you want the Bucks to win. You can't have both.
I know.
I feel it coming.
I'm gonna just listen.
Reminder.
After.
Hey Jace.
I can't feel my face.
What are your expectations?
Personally, I don't really listen to The Weeknd like that.
I don't want to hear it.
No. Let me talk. I don't listen to like how y'all do. Like y'all, that's like one of y'all favorite artists and stuff. But I just want to see what he does with this $7 million. That's never been done before. So I just want to see what he does with $7 million. And personally, I don't think Beyonce's halftime show was the best. I feel like
Jace Easterwood. That is JAYCEEASTER.
Yes, it is me. I feel like
you muted me, Bruce?
I did. I don't know why you had to stop us to ask, but continue, Jace.
I feel like it's number 2 behind Prince's. It was raining. He sung Purple Rain. that is so iconic, it doesn't make any sense. So I feel like that's number one for me, personally. But
Jason,
I say
Prince
definitely,
songs right now.
you said what?
Name 3 Prince songs right now.
Bro, I'm not my mama. I don't know the names of them. I just know when they come on, I hear them. Like, yeah.
Purple Rain, Red Corvette.
Yeah, and
You me, baby. I can never.
I don't know the song.
I ain't know Derek was Jace. That's weird.
1999.
And then I feel like
Okay.
Michael's is
Yeah.
after Beyonce's, because that's just very iconic
Well,
too.
Beyonce
So,
had 2 performances because her and Bruno stole what's them people named Maroon 5 at
Yeah.
Super Bowl 50. They stole this performance. So I don't know.
she's nice too. But hey, Prince, it's raining. He sings Purple Rain. Like,
Yeah, that was hard.
Out like it was a whole like it was a whole concert. Like they paid for him to like that's crazy.
Michaels did go crazy too.
Yeah, he was sitting there for like 3 minutes, and people like like just yelling like he's doing something. Like
He screamed like Chris Tucker when he was talking about Gayaka.
Is there any more Super Bowl news before we talk about some NFL news real quick? COVID, make sure you guys COVID, make sure you're straight. The Chiefs had a little scare. The barber had the COVID, and one dude that got half his hair up. Wow, that was nasty. But stay safe. Glad Super Bowl wasn't postponed. Let's just get through this season, this COVID season free. Hopefully next year is better. But if not, gotta run it back another COVID season. We're on to NFL news. We gotta start with the big news. Matthew Stafford has been traded to the Los Angeles Rams for 2 first-round picks, a third, and quarterback Jared Goff. He's in your division, not in mine. Your division. What are your thoughts? Is Stafford the new king of the NFC West?
Man, no Dan Orlovsky, so I'm not gonna pick them to go to the Super Bowl off rip and say that Matthew Stafford is gonna have an Aaron Rodgers season that he just did. To me, the Lions are the clear-cut winners of this trade. They did not get major, like they didn't get that much better. I mean, Matthew Stafford is a good quarterback. He's always been that. But this hype that he makes them a Super Bowl favorite is just asinine to me. Matthew Stafford has thrown 10 interceptions in every year of his career, but 2. In those 2 years, he played 3 in 8 games. In addition to that, he's also injury riddled. In addition to that, it just seems funny to me that Jared Goff has now been made the scapegoat. And I can admit he did not play as great as he has in years past, but they traded Brandon Cooks. They were big and ran 3 wide receiver sets more than any team in the NFL. The guy came off a broken thumb. I mean, and then you trade 2 first-round picks. Now, this is a team that hasn't had a first-round pick since the days of Jared Goff and Aaron Donald. But it's just very funny to me how the media has tried to make this as, oh, the Rams are all in on the Super Bowl. So when it doesn't work out that way, because I'm telling you it won't, what's going to be the narrative? Because to me, I look at the Rams today and my Seahawks, I know they did send us home, but they just lost almost their entire coaching staff. So that Sean McVay halftime record is in danger. Shane Waldron is now our offensive coordinator. We also took their run game coordinator. They also lost Brandon Staley, the league's #1 defense coordinator, now to the Chargers. So the Rams still have a lot to piece up, and I don't think Matthew Stafford automatically puts them over the top. Nothing near.
Jalen, you was defending your SC East colleague, Matthew Stafford, went to UGA. You like the trade? Am I getting that right?
I like the trade. I think Stafford going to the Rams is a good thing. I like it for the Rams. It makes them very competitive. I'm just like floored. Like, what good has come out of Detroit ever? Nothing. They had Megatron, wasted him. You know what I'm saying? They even wasted Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders retired early. Calvin Johnson retired early. It's because Detroit is just not a good organization. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel as if, okay, you could say Matthew Stafford had 10 interceptions and wasn't healthy. Cool. But he didn't have then I never felt like they ever had a complete team around him in all three phases of the game. And that I just don't feel that way. And with him being 16th in passing yards and passing TDs all time, and for y'all to say he's been playing as mediocre or whatever you want to call it, I mean, I just don't see it. I think he gets with McVay. McVay takes this game to an entirely different level and makes things easier for him. And that defense, yeah, they just lost their defensive coordinator, but I feel as if, you know what I'm saying, you can get a guy in there, maybe, I don't know who. I'll be lying if I just threw a name out there, but I feel as if with Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey, you always have a chance. So I feel like the Rams will be fine. Super Bowl, I feel like that's a little bit of a stretch, but definitely contenders for the bowl, I would say.
Got you. Jace, Carter, y'all ready? Or I could tweak the topic real quick.
Why you always gotta try to make it like we not engaged? I heard everything he said, man.
Well, on my end, you two are not engaged. Take it away, Carter.
I heard everything he said. But anywho, what was the question again? No, not for real. What's the question? I'm playing.
The question is, what is Deshaun Watson's trade value now?
No, you trying to switch it. I'm not stupid. You talking about Matthew Stafford and golf, bro. I'm with Demond on it, bro. I feel the same way. Like, I don't think it makes them a contender at all. I think they're the same exact. They're right back where they was just at. They just got a person that can throw got a better arm to throw a better deep ball. That's it. That's literally it. That's all they added. I don't think it makes them better. I don't think it helps them win more games. I think this is good for Stafford personally. As for him, it's great, but for the team, no. I think this gives him the best chance in his career to do something, make the playoffs for the fourth time in his career, maybe get a win in the playoffs. But Super Bowl, no, I don't. There's not that team. Maybe they got more stuff up their sleeve. I don't know. But with them trading all on picks again, that's tough.
They made the Super Bowl with Jared Goff, though. Just saying.
I'm not gonna speak on why they went to the Super Bowl. We already just talked about this twice today. But he made me lose my train of thought. But for the Lions, perfect for the Lions. I think this is Dan Campbell's. Yeah, I think this is his chance to go crazy. Like, they gave you a 5-year contract. You got multiple firsts now. You got a chance to rejuvenate Detroit, and Lord knows they need it. So, I think that was a great trade. I feel like he fleeced them a little bit, but that's just me. And you got a young Goff, so if you could try it, and if it don't work out, you could really just cut them.
What pick do the Detroit Lions have, bro?
Pick number 9 or 7. I think 7 or 9.
I think it's 7.
Oh, they might go receiver.
They may still go quarterback.
They have said they haven't ruled out taking a quarterback, and I just think it's interesting. Also, a lot of guys are unrestricted free agents. Marvin Jones is unrestricted. Kenny Golladay is unrestricted, and they talked about both of those guys taking less money to go with Matthew Stafford to the Rams to win. I think that's a stretch because I think Golladay is definitely
time for him to get paid. Yeah, time to get paid.
Marvin Jones, maybe I could see that being realistic, but it's just interesting what Detroit is going to be able to do.
Do Marvin Jones, Robert Woods, and Cooper Kupp scare you?
Marvin Jones has gone for 4 touchdowns on multiple occasions. His report with Matthew Stafford does scare me. I definitely think that offense gaining another receiver could put them over the top. But as they are right now, I'm not really too scared of the Rams.
I think adding Marvin Jones will stunt the growth of what they're having with Josh Reynolds and Jameson. You're right. So I think they're going to keep their current receiver core and just rock out with them, just to improve the O-line. And
they need help at O-line and I say their linebackers.
There's still a lot of holes.
Linebackers aren't.
Yeah, the linebackers are young and haven't showed too much promise. the defense when Aaron Donald was hurt didn't get much penetration up front. They were playing the Packers, who may arguably have the best line in the league, so can't do too much. But they got a lot of holes that they still need to fill. And to say that they are automatically Super Bowl contenders
because of Stafford.
Everyone else is looking to get better, and you just traded your future for a 33-year-old quarterback coming off an injury-riddled season.
Let's talk about it doesn't got to be long either. Like, what is the value of a projected late first round pick? It seems like Les Snead, he has shown that he doesn't value their first round pick if it's going to be a late round pick, and they have continued to draft well in the mid rounds and late rounds as well to not make that pick seems like more valuable in a sense. So, do you think more teams should like trade their first round pick for elite talent?
I don't.
For elite talent, yes.
Well, yes,
I don't feel like Stafford was that elite to trade it for. However, I mean, if you draft well in the second, third, fourth, fifth, cool, and 6th and 7th too. But I think highly of first round picks. That's just me. I think that gives you the best chance to get one of the best 32 players in college. Why not? Why not go for that every time?
Well, it's someone who in the NFC, I don't mean to cut you off, Jalen, but someone in the NFC West who I've seen these teams hit, mine being number one, Rams being number two. You think about Cooper Kupp, think about Terrell Burgess and Jordan Fuller. They have guys starting in their secondary and all over there. They hit John Johnson. I mean, I can continue to go. They believe in their ability to pick late in drafts and continue to find studs. So you take that approach, and they're gonna have to take that approach with them paying guys. I mean, they have 6 players, including Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, under contract 4 years to go. So they are all in on a Super Bowl run, but they're taking a big gamble on these guys coming in, being gambles to see, hey, we believe this guy can come in and thrive in our system. And if it doesn't work out, I don't see them. I mean, the Rams did just have a very good season, and they knocked my team out the playoffs. I understand that. They didn't win 10 games, and the year before, coming off the Super Bowl, they didn't make the playoffs. So, I mean, still a lot that needs to be revised in LA, in my opinion, but we'll see.
What I was gonna say is I don't think nowadays, like, don't get me wrong, like first round draft picks are valuable. But I think nowadays it just comes down to how well you can evaluate talent and character in the league. And I feel like the Rams have always done a good job with being able to pick the best talent. So I don't feel as if they necessarily need to always have the cream of the crop, the cream of the crop of the best 32 players, because they can always find their diamonds in the roughs and mold them into good or great players. So, you mentioned some of them, Cooper Kupp. I just feel as if those guys can always find the diamonds in the rough. And that's my take on it.
So when we say late pick, so we talking about like the last 10 of the first round?
When I consider a late pick, a playoff team that so pick what is it now? 18 through 32 now.
Okay. I wouldn't, since that's the future, and like just take the Rams for example. They traded how many two first round picks and a third for Matthew Stafford, who is 33 years old. I just feel like that wasn't the best. That's not the best decision to do, because if we look at past late first rounders, I want to say Jets. Justin Jefferson was, Jalen Rager, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Patrick Queen, like all them boys, like they dogs, and you can mold them into a great player. So I feel like you have to value a first round pick regardless, even if it's like the 32nd, the last first round pick, you got to value those.
I think it all just comes down to when you do that, that just signifies that you are all in on the season when you give up or auction your future. And if this team doesn't even make the conference champ, if they wild card or division round exit, that is a failure. I think conference championship or Super Bowl is a must for a team that auction off their future. Because let's say they fail with Stafford next season. Are they going to flip Stafford and add more first round picks to go get somebody else? Like they like with the way Les Snead is running, it's like Madden-esque, like the way they're running. Like, so it's just interesting.
I feel like they themselves thought we have a hole at quarterback and we just need to get Jared Goff out of here, which is you add Jared Goff 3rd round, 2 first rounds, get whatever quarterback we can get right now that might be a little bit better than Jared Goff, and we should make the Super Bowl. We should make the conference championship, which I don't think is going to happen at all. But I feel like that's what the front office in Los Angeles.
LA, yep.
I feel like that's what they thought is going to happen this year, which I don't think is going to happen at all.
Oh, my bad. You got it. Go.
To me, it just seems like they settled. I heard reports. One of the Cameron DeSilva, one of the close Rams, he always has the insights. He said they made an offer on Aaron Rodgers, and the Packers are adamant about not trading him. Thank God, because if that happened, the league would be in trouble. But it just seems like they settled on Stafford. I heard another report, or saw a tweet rather, where it said that the trade was essentially Matthew Stafford for a 3rd round pick, and then the cost to move Jared Goff's contract was 2 first rounders. So, I mean, it's just interesting either way you cut it, but just Matthew Stafford, 30 plus years old, you're moving 2 first rounders and you're mortgaging your future all on this guy's shoulders who is a little shaky. So we'll see.
They didn't win in college, didn't win in professional, so it will be interesting to see.
He is a Georgia Bulldog.
What can you expect? How much can you really expect? Which after all these news, Stafford going for a 2 first and a 3rd. I just wanted to ask you guys, what's Deshaun Watson's trade value now? We don't got to predict the teams. I just want to hear if you're the Houston Texans, what are you demanding for Deshaun Watson? I'm saying 4.
Yeah, to me, he's double Matthew Stafford is at least. So I'm thinking 4 first round picks or a defensive superstar because they need to retool their defense in addition to 2 first round picks at least. I mean, I've seen trades. I've heard the Raiders come up, Derek Carr and Darren Waller and picks. I've seen the Washington football team talking about Chase Young. Never. I mean, I love Deshaun Watson, but I mean, I would never trade Chase Young. I did see a Nick Bosa trade come up for the 49ers. Him coming off an injury in addition to some first round picks. If I'm the Texans, I do entertain that. It is Nick Bosa, and I'm not trying to be that guy, but we've seen they do like his type of. So to get Deshaun out there and bring Bosa in would be kind of interesting for them. So I mean, we'll see what happens, but I think the trade has to be at least a defensive superstar in addition to some first rounds. But you better at least be willing to come off 3.
That was awesome. James, what you think?
I feel like they want no less than 3, honestly, because in my eyes, Deshaun Watson is the best quarterback available right now. So, well, trade wise, he's the best quarterback available right now. So I would think they gave the Texans an offer, which might have been that offer, and the Texans like, no, we need more than that, and they're not willing to give up more than that. So I definitely think the Texans aren't entertaining anything under 3. And also a player as well. Depending on what type of caliber player, I don't know, but I definitely do think it's at least 3 first round picks.
Well, this is the same team that's saying, well, Hopkins away for a 2nd and David Robinson. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe cut JB. Watson's trade value now since the Stafford deal.
I think it at least got to be 3 picks and a superstar. We know what type of player Deshaun Watson is. Come on, bro. And we know he's way better than Matthew Stafford. There's no one here is even going to debate that. It just depends on who the suitor is and how much, you know what I'm saying, what they have. I mean, if you don't want to come off picks, you're definitely giving up some premier talent. So, you know, one of the best QBs in the league, you got to pay the price. I would even charge 4, but I know that's just a little, I know that may be a little out there, 4 and a star player, but I think that might be a little much, but I just think Watson is just that kind of guy.
And
I think regardless of the deal, it'll have to be a premier player because Deshaun contract is huge. So that alone already got to be somebody that you paid that you are fond of, and then
Cam Jordan.
then the picks gotta be it gotta be at least double. So 3, 4, 5 range on picks, first round picks at that.
I mean to cut you off. What about 2 firsts, 3 seconds?
You trying to negotiate? What about two firsts and some marbles?
I'd be like, bro,
personally, honestly, based on what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, I don't think they're trading him anywhere. I think they're gonna make him just like try to strong arm him. Now, if he come in there and be like, I'm not playing, like
I heard a report that said he may decide to not play next season.
Because no, if the COVID thing's still going on, he could opt out, and he opt out, then they're gonna be hot, and then
Right.
or he could just not show up, which is we see that works.
But he gonna show up though.
I feel like he's the type to show up too. So I mean, if I'm Houston, I don't want to trade him either. You see, they try to make Harden stay, so why not try to make Deshaun stay as long as they can?
I mean, if I'm Deshaun, I have all the ammo I need to say why I'm holding out. You traded my best receiver. You can't get a capable head coach or do something that I asked you to do. I've been the most sacked quarterback since I came in the league.
I got kicked in the face.
Right. So
got kicked in the eye. I was red.
And they traded Dwayne Brown.
Right. So I can literally go to Roger Goodell and tell him that I don't feel safe.
It's a hazard to work.
I'd be like, they're doing everything for that boy in KC, but why they can't do everything here for me?
Boy, it's their management. They got that old thinking that need to be off the planet. Before we move off NFL, final news. I'm hearing rumors that Kirk Cousins will be going to San Francisco. I see Jalen face. I see demands and disgust. Is this what the Cows should have vision is? Getting these type of quarterbacks?
They just love the rejects, don't they?
You're not getting an upgrade. What's the point?
Whoa. You don't think Kirk is a upgrade over Jimmy G, who Kirk just went in and won a playoff game over? He's the first quarterback ever to win a playoff game on the road against a 13-3 team on wild card weekend.
I got you, Derek and Jace.
That's an upgrade.
Derek and Jace.
I get that, but Kirk Cousins ain't putting you in Super Bowl contention, in my opinion.
I agree. Now, I will say the offer that I'm seeing here is the 49ers offered a second and a fourth along with Jimmy G for the Vikings, for Kirk Cousins, but the Vikings want a first. Who the hell is coming off a first for Kirk Cousins in that contract?
Not a soul.
Wait, that's what they offer, and they said no.
I'm hearing that's the offer that was made. A second.
And the Vikings got their first this year, right?
They do.
So why not bro? I try to get a young quarterback in there. I mean, at this point, but then I bet it's bad for Thielen in that. But
they have too many holes to.
For Justin Jefferson, it's like, dang, I got a new quarterback, but you're young, so just deal with it. But for Thielen,
in my opinion, I think Garoppolo and Kirk Cousins are what. I just think.
Wait, they getting Jimmy G too?
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing the offer would be.
Well,
from that offer, if I'm Minnesota, I may try to take that.
I mean, that's cap space and draft picks.
Right.
If I'm Minnesota, come on.
Because I think the knock on Garoppolo, he can't stay healthy. And he missed big time throws, but at least he's been in the round winning culture. New England and San Fran was just in Super Bowl last year. Kurt, he just won a couple playoff games. You like that, like those kind of. I mean, if I'm Minnesota, you gotta take that.
But I'm saying Jimmy G did game managed his way to a Super Bowl already. Why would you go and get Kurt, who can't really game? I don't feel like he manages games well.
To me, Kirk is a way better thrower of the football than Jimmy G. He's way more effective off play action. You see how successful he is when Dalvin Cook has the run going. So you are wholeheartedly committing to the run game and saying, because that's what Kyle Shanahan wants to do, no doubt. He's going to get Tevin Coleman back healthy, Jerick McKinnon, Raheem Mostert, going to have his three-headed monster. And then you're telling Kirk Cousins that he's going to get Debo and George Kittle to deal with all play action. is definitely an upgrade from Jimmy G. I can't say they're about what and what because I've seen Kirk Cousins go out and throw for 404, 3 touchdowns on a consistent basis. Now, it hasn't always worked out well for him because there will be a turnover or two in there, but I definitely think Kyle Shanahan will be the best offensive mind he's played with yet.
I think
So
this
let
is
me ask
more.
you.
Before I let you go, Jalen, I just think this is more of like their market. I think because I know they hear Deshaun Watson's name up, but I don't think they want to. Where they're willing to pay that price, so they're down and lowering their expectations, going and get somebody a manageable, a serviceable quarterback, and that's why I think Kirk Cousins' name is being brought up. JB.
Do you fear the 49ers if they get Kirk?
I definitely think it makes them better, and they're already giving us tough games. So I already fear the 49ers. I already fear the Cardinals, and I already fear the Rams. For any of them teams to get better is definitely a concern for me as a Seahawk fan. So I would not like to see – I wouldn't want to see anybody in the 49ers as the 49ers quarterback but Jimmy Garoppolo. But that's just me. That's just me.
Wish they would get Matt Ryan over there, but I know that's not happening.
That boy staying in Atlanta.
Matt Ryan wasn't leaving when they hired that coach.
Oh yeah, that report occurred. They said they're not moving off of Matt and Julio. So
when that coach came in, I knew nobody was leaving.
Running back, Turbo.
Well, he's telling me right away that they're telling me right away if this doesn't work out, we botched it because we didn't get nothing in return. Julio's gonna leave, and
so wait,
Julio got a couple years on this deal, huh? He got like 2-3 years left, huh?
Yeah.
I think. What do you think gonna do with that 4th round pick? You think they don't go quarterback no more?
Who?
Atlanta.
They're definitely going Panay if he's there. I don't think he will be, but that's there.
You sure? What if Arthur Smith wants a quarterback of the future?
If I'm the Falcons,
to sit under Matt Ryan.
They're not going quarterback.
I'll doubt they go quarterback, but if I'm the Falcons,
2nd round they going running back though. I can tell you that.
Even if Sewell is there, and I understand the need for offensive line, but how many holes they have on their roster right now, I'm trading back, and there's a lot of teams that can afford to trade up. So if you're saying you're going to keep this approach in terms of keeping your all-time franchise quarterback, all-time franchise receiver, you got to go get them some help. So trade.
You right about that though. You right there. That'll be good for my boy. Their new GM. It'll be good for him in his first draft on the job. He learned a lot with the Saints, and the Saints. One thing the Saints will do is trade up or trade back.
Yep, and so, the Falcons have all the power in this situation if they are to trade the picks back because you think about Carolina.
You trade back for more picks, or you trade back for a player in the pick?
I'm trading back for more picks because you think about Carolina, who I know would love to trade up. They desperately, I've heard their names come up in quarterbacks. Carson Wentz, Deshaun, they were reportedly making a run at Deshaun. I know they would try to move ahead of the Falcons and get Justin Fields. If you're the Falcons, you're not going to give the pick to the Panthers.
The Panthers really shot themselves in the foot paying Teddy all that money.
Not if you make it up and get Justin Fields.
And not if you get a young quarterback, Teddy is a mentor. He can help them similar to Alex Smith.
But you're gonna pay a mentor 20. How much Teddy make? About almost 20 a year, 15 a year.
Not Carson Wentz bad.
Yeah, that's true.
Any more NFL news, guys? Super Bowl Sunday. It's gonna be fun. A little college football news. Your guy, LSU, Eric Gilbert transfers to Jalen School, University of Florida. How you feeling, JB?
I'm feeling good, dog. Whenever we get to flip, you know what I'm saying, in the league, you know what I'm saying, we done took some LSU players and got them boys into the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying. Same thing, you know, we finna take some that LSU product and get them boys over to, you know, where they need to be, man. You know what I'm saying? University of Florida, baby. You know, we coming for the natty next year.
Huh?
Natty next year.
Ooh.
I don't know how we gonna get that.
I feel like I heard this before. Might have been last year.
What had happened was we just lost games we shouldn't have lost, bro, honestly.
No, but I literally heard this last year and heard LSU ain't stopping us. Are we ready for Bama? I heard it all. So can you just shut up and watch and just say Oh,
Not,
I'm
you
excited to see
saw
what
what
happens.
happened with
Are
the
y'all not
LSU.
losing? But Jalen, are y'all not losing talent? Are y'all not losing Kadarius
A
and
lot of
all
people.
these guys?
We're losing a lot of people, but we got
Okay.
Emory Jones. You know what I'm saying? We always seem to recruit well. I'm excited. I believe in Dan, man. Dan's the man. So we're gonna see what he got. We're gonna see what the plan
What's
is.
also coming into college football season, the new Power Five conferences are going at it, and the best matchup I saw was UGA versus Clemson in Charlotte, North Carolina, neutral field, quote unquote. That's going to be a good matchup. We also have Alabama versus Miami in Atlanta. We have LSU versus UCLA at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena.
UCLA.
I will say, shout out Black History Month. That Georgia Clemson matchup will be two black quarterbacks. Yes, sir.
Sure about that for UGA?
Your boy. Who's there?
Newman?
DJ Daniels gonna be their quarterback, my boy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Newman in the draft. He was at the Senior Bowl.
Yeah, his college is technically Wake Forest still.
And they said he didn't play that well either. He heard it stop.
Must have missed that one.
Stop. So DJ Daniel versus DJ
Ukulele.
Yeah. Or is it JD Daniel?
JT Daniel.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to see this Power Five conferences going against each other. It's going to be interesting come at the last week of season for the playoff spots, things like that. But UJ Clemson will be must see. Post Trevor.
JT
Daniel.
DJ, you go.
All right. NBA time. Before we give our NBA takeaways, I just want to say I'm going to break down the stat leaders real quick. Bradley Beal leads the league in scoring with 35 points a game. James Harden leads the league in assists and 11.2 assists per game.
Bro?
3-pointers made is CJ McCollum with 4.8. OG Anunoby from the Toronto Raptors and Larry Nance Jr. of the Cleveland Cavaliers lead the league in steals with 2.1. Miles Turner from the Pacers leads the league in blocks, 3.9. And Andre Drummond leads the league in rebounds at 15.1. Just want to give you an NBA standings update in the Eastern Conference. Number 1 seed is the Sixers. Number 2 is the Nets. Number 3 is the Bucks. Number 4 is the Celtics. Number 5 is the Pacers. 6 Hawks. 7 Cavaliers. 8 Hornets. In the Western Conference, number 1 seed is the Utah Jazz. Number 2, the Clippers. Number 3, the Lakers. Number 4, the Nuggets. Number 5, the Suns. Number 6, the Grizzlies. They're starting to play games again post-COVID. Number 7, the Trailblazers. And number 8, the Houston Rockets. So, guys, what do you guys' NBA takeaways, man? Who wants to start it off?
I'm ready. I will start in the West. I will say the James Harden trade has helped both sides. Houston is on a roll right now, and I want to get it right because I want to do them respect. If I can't find it in the next 5 seconds, don't worry about it.
Winners of 6 straight?
Winners of 6 straight, yes. 7-3 since the Harden trade. Them boys playing, and John Wall looks very great. Prior to the season, I was very disrespectful, calling him never being a superstar, and he has come out and proved me wrong. He's great. He has his patented behind the back move back in transition. I mean, he looks great. Boogie's back to making some noise. You also got Christian Wood playing at a good level. So, and Oladipo, of course. So, they have depth, and it's doing me very happy to see a black coach having success as well. So, I really like what I'm seeing out of the Rockets. My Brooklyn Nets, though. Oh, my Brooklyn Nets. Kyrie going for 39 last night against the, what you say, Brew? Number 2 seed Clippers, best record in the NBA last night. I think that was the Clippers, but I digress.
Yep, they were tied with the Jazz at 16-5.
Kyrie, 39 points on 60% shooting. KD, 28 points on 11 for 13 shooting against Kawhi Leonard. James Harden has had 10 assists in 8 of his 9 games as a net, 14 last night, and had a triple-double. They're starting to figure it out. They got to tool some things together defensively. Of course, still, I like to see them bring in a big man. I keep saying week to week how they would have liked to keep Jared Allen, and that wasn't possible. But I'm still waiting. The verdict is still out on Steve Nash. Of course, this philosophy with these 3 all-stars, and I believe all 3 of them will start, but we'll get to that next week. But you have these guys who are going to put up buckets, and it's rare that two of them are off. Three won't be off. Somebody will have it going on a given night. You also have Joe Harris. So scoring is not an issue. They lead the league in points since the James Harden trade, but they give up the most points since the James Harden trade. So they have to figure it out. Last night, they looked very good defensively, especially Kyrie being all up on Paul George and Kawhi and James Harden, who KD said came into the league, had to be very good against primary as a primary defender. He's very strong in the post. You also have James Harden, who's just figuring it out. He's figuring out his role. Last night I saw it after the Clippers made the transition to put Paul George on Kyrie. He had it going, and then you're leaving Batum, Serge Ibaka on James Harden. Yeah, let me get 3 easy free throws because they're fouling me on 3-point attempts because they can't guard me. So it's just a walk-in mismatch, and I think the Nets are just going to continue to figure it out on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Cook Carter.
Well, I was next. I didn't know.
Oh, you don't gotta go. I go to Jake.
No, I'll go.
Okay.
Takeaways. It was great to see some NBA basketball in person. COVID friendly though. COVID-19 precautions in place. Had to go see LeBron. Lakers. They're gonna do what they do. They're gonna lose some games, but they really don't hit their stride until late in the season and All-Star round up. Not All-Star, after All-Star and around the playoffs. Clippers are holding it down. I didn't really watch the Nets game, but I knew if all three of the Nets played that the Clippers would lose. Suns are still hooping. Chris Paul had 30 or 40 the other day. Nobody was really talking about my boy. They still afloat in the West. The Nuggets have made their way into the top 4, where we all expected them to be. I had them as the number 2 seed in my prediction. Pelicans continue to be wishy-washy. I don't know if the Lonzo trade was real because the Lonzo trade rumors are real because they announced it, and the next thing he got 7 threes in the game, and everybody's on him, and then the next game after that we lose, and he doesn't have more than 10 points or something like that. So consistency is still the issue. BI and Zion continue to do their thing and coexist greatly. Like that's low key the best thing. Well, the only thing we got going. Good to see Ja back. They need Jaren. They miss Jaren a lot. They still in. The only reason they still in the playoffs right now is because they ain't played as many games. Spurs aren't bad. It's just they aren't. They aren't the Kawhi and Tim Duncan Spurs. Jazz are surprised at the number 1 seed. I had them making odds, but number 1 is just OD.
Jalen didn't.
Jalen didn't.
When it was my turn, I was gonna apologize.
Houston is a surprise. Warriors are floating at that playoff spot, but I still don't think they make it. Warriors and the Spurs have the same record. Houston only really up on them by half a game, or it really got the same. They really all got 5 games back. The Kings wishy-washy, but still a threat. The Thunder are surprised that they're not that far out either. They're a contender. The Mavs are a disappointment.
I'm sorry, brother. Rewind a little bit. Did you just use Kings and threat in the same sentence?
A threat to make the Alls.
No.
Yes.
They're a threat to make the Alls, but the Warriors not. Make it make sense.
I just said they are. I'm going through the standings. Y'all can pull them up and don't interrupt me.
I'm just
okay.
Dallas is a disappointment. They're 8-13. They're 13th in the West. Then they're playing the Hawks right now, and they're actually down at halftime by 3.
Are you going team by team?
No, I just started looking because I was. I didn't want. And then yeah. And as far as the East, Sixers still stand at the top. Doc Rivers is proving that he wasn't the problem. Nets gonna be the Nets. They're gonna make the Alls, obviously. Bucks right there. Hawks aren't bad at all. Hawks really looking like a lock for that playoff spot. And my last little 2 takeaways for the East are Charlotte is not bad at all, and they have high potential to make the Alls. Starting LaMelo Ball don't look like it was a bad thing at all. Bad. And the last thing I'm gonna talk about is the fact that the Raptors have made their way to the 9th seed. So be wary.
The North.
Oh, and shout out Fred VanVleet on that 54.
ready.
Cal ass will never. Shout out DeMar. JB,
Man, the guy just
apologize.
all the news, didn't he? All the takeaways.
Yeah, he just stole them all.
All right, I'll start with the teams that no one's really mentioning. Miami just got superstar Jimmy Butler back.
Who declined to do an interview because they lost to the Hornets. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna let you go.
1-1 since the return. We just lost a tough one to the Hornets. You just can't blow a lead when you are up 8 points with only a minute to go, and you just let Malik Monk just go absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's tough to watch. Fred VanVleet, really enjoying seeing this man ball. KD shouted him out, a few years ago, and I always used to watch his highlights when he used to go to Rico Hines up in UCLA, and I always thought to myself, like, man, this dude really nice. Like, he really should be the starter. Like, but people gonna ride for Kyle Lowry, how they gonna ride for Kyle Lowry. But I really rock with Fred, man. Fred really be getting bucks. But I would like to point out that Bruiser was right about Jeremy Grant. The guy's having an absolutely phenomenal season. Even though, Detroit gonna be Detroit, but you got to give credit where credit is due. The
I
guy
appreciate that, JB. I appreciate
out of
that.
his mind.
I was laughed out the building when I said that statement, but I appreciate that.
No problem.
They have 5 wins.
He hooping. It's not his fault.
He got
He not ripping his jersey at halftime. That's Blake.
Well, we always knew how Blake was built, but I digress.
Isaiah Quickly for the New York.
Blake averaged 12 points a game, bro.
That's bad.
Yeah,
I was gonna say don't interrupt me, but that is terrible.
I had to check because Jeremy averaged 23.
Jeremy hooping, bro.
Bro, 12 is bad, bro. Like,
Blake,
how many games he played?
Blake's ability to get to the rim has faded, and that took a lot of his game with him.
Yeah, he played in 16 games. That's no excuse.
He's literally not trying though.
He don't want to be there though. He legit was mad as hell when he traded him.
Well, LA did send him there to die. There's no other.
Josh Jackson averages 2 less points than him, bro.
After giving him a contract extension, them boys traded him like a year after. Kid you not.
Jeremy averaged more rebounds than him.
Jeremy Grant is like that. I told y'all that.
Blake got him in assists though. Blake might lead the team in assists.
This is Jeremy Grant's team. No, DeLon Wright does.
DeLon Wright?
Yeah, 4.4.
Get my little segment, huh?
Nah, it's back to you, JB.
I just really that 12 points really threw me off though. I had to go check. I had to go see.
That's shocking. Like, I didn't know he was just quitting like that. But the New York Knicks with Isaiah Quickly, Julius Randle, and RJ Barrett. I really like that Knicks team. I feel as if they're just young. I love the job Tom Thibodeau is doing out there. In Chicago, man, Zach LaVine, they could make a run. They're sitting at the 10th spot, only a game out from the 8th and 7th spot, and a game and a half out from the 6th seed. Zach can lead them boys. Kobe White can lead them boys. I wouldn't be shocked. And Washington. Oh, Washington. I'm a huge Russell Westbrook fan, but if these guys cannot get their defense together, I just don't see how it could work. Honestly, defense is their biggest Achilles heel. We saw last night they can score points in bunches with the best of them. Coming off that tremendous win against the Brooklyn Nets. We all saw it. Everyone was down in Russ saying he can't do this and can't do that. And I said, he's a dog when healthy. And what did he do? He went out there, almost dropped a 40-point triple-double.
I guess he only gets up for KD because then when Dame got back on him
Well, Dame's the best PJ in the game right now.
He's better than Curry?
Yeah, he's better than Curry.
Nah. Next.
Damian Lillard is better than Curry. And I'm going to tell you why
Dame is not even better than Kyrie. I digress.
Dame is better than Kyrie. What are you talking about?
Let's be responsible here, guys. Let's be responsible.
What are you talking about? Dame is literally the best point guard in the league right now, bro. Like that's unbiasedly. Like I was just giving like Bruiser. Can we get into this?
Hey, let's do it. Who is the best point guard in the NBA? Jalen, you go first.
Dame is coming in at third in the league in scoring. That's higher than both Curry and Kyrie. And we all know the type of point guards that all three of them are and what type of point guards the game is appreciating as of right now. He's also seventh in the league in assists at number 9. Dame gives you the best chance to win now at this given juncture with any way you have the team constructed. Dame can get you a fighting chance into the playoffs. I think Curry can also do the same thing. I hate when you always put me in a position to make it seem like I'm hating on Kyrie because I really like Kyrie's game, but it's just not always conducive to winning. It's just not. And I really like the guy. I do think he's a good guy. His heart's always in the right place and he's a hooper. But at the same time, how can I put him? I don't know, man. I just don't know.
You got it, Jay.
All right. I'm gonna go with the Curry. I'm gonna go with the Curry train. Reason being, Golden State Warriors and the Portland Trailblazers have the same amount of wins. It's just that the standings have the Warriors at 9th. I think the Portland Trailblazers at 7th. But Curry is doing this with a lot less than what Damian Lillard has. Curry is literally the number one option. Some games the only option when Andrew Wiggins and Kelly Oubre aren't hitting for anything. So I'm gonna go Curry on this one. Maybe if you'd have hit me with he's out, yeah, but he's still averaging 23. But maybe if you would have hit me with this with maybe like a year ago, 2 years ago, maybe. But nah, I got Curry right now.
Derek.
All right, I was getting my receipts together. Give me a sec.
Where receipts?
You can go, bro. Bro, you go.
All right, Damon.
Number 3, Damian Lillard. Number 2, Kyrie Irving. Number 1, undisputed, Stephen Curry. I mean, you look at what Curry did just alone last night, and I do want to say the league is much better off when Stephen Curry is playing. He's just, to me, the most exciting player in basketball to watch. He single-handedly changed the game and how many threes are shot per game. 38 points last night, 12 for 21 shooting, 11 rebounds and 8 assists. Curry is also averaging 6 assists on the season, 5. And can you name any guys off the bench? Any guy on multiple start? Is anybody on his team secondary better than Yusuf Nurkic, CJ McCollum, Carmelo Anthony? I wish Curry had that right now. But they have the same amount of wins as the Trailblazers. So what isn't Dame doing that Curry is doing? I'm really trying to figure it out. So just the standpoint alone of watching basketball, I mean, Dame is one of my favorite players, top 8, I would say. But Curry, just when you watch him, I mean, it's far and away that he's the best point guard in basketball.
Okay, I'm ready now. That was the fuel I needed. All right, so I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna be real. Do I think Russell Westbrook is better than Kyrie Irving? Yes, but this season he is not. I can't give him that over him. Kyrie's played 15 games. Russ has played I want to say 9. Or hold up, let me make sure so I don't.
I got you. I'm looking.
He hasn't played many games due to injury.
I got it, bro.
And he rests on back-to-backs, which I hate.
Russ has played 12.
12 games. Yep.
12. Yeah, Russ has played 12. So I can't even do that to Kyrie. So right now, I put Russ as the 5th best point guard. Cool.
Top 5, no beta.
Fourth, I got Trae Young still. I did say Trae Young was better than Kyrie, but I was being mean. But I think Trae Young is a better all-around player than Kyrie. Yes, I think Kyrie's a better scorer though.
Taking defense into consideration, you doing that?
They both are bad on defense. If you ask me,
I disagree.
Wait, didn't Kyrie just say I couldn't guard a stick
tonight? I couldn't guard a stick tonight. Trae Young can't ever guard a stick. Ever.
Kyrie 6'3", bro, and got.
I don't ever really see too many people just coming into State Farm Arena giving Trey 40, 50.
You're lying.
I don't be
You're
seeing.
lying.
I too don't think Trey don't look from what I saw, but they was playing the Lakers and then
Guess what they do? Cam, please come.
Well, yeah, they got help, but Cam God's the best player. Cam was got LeBron, but that neither here nor there. 3, I have Kyrie. Cool. This is where I just can't give it to him right now. He Fado, but number 3 in scoring, Dame. Number 6, number 5, Kyrie. Number 6, Steph. Kyrie could go over Steph possibly if he played all them games, but he hasn't. He only played 15, like I said. Steph has played 21, Dame has played 20, or vice versa. Flip it. Then you go to assists. Kyrie, you're a point guard. I mean, they list you as a point guard, even though he's really a shooting guard, but they list you as a point guard. James Harden lead that team in assists and lead the league in assists. So he getting buckets off the pass and off the dribble. Cool. Trae Young is 4th in assists. Russ is 2nd. Bro, these dudes not even Curry is 20 in assists. Dame is 10.
Nice.
There's nobody to pass the ball to because they can't hit a shot.
Bro, what? Dame had CJ at first. Now CJ is gone. Who does Dame really have, bro? He got old Melo, Rodney Hood, and Robert Covington.
Is better than Kelly Oubre and Eric Pascal and Draymond.
Y'all told me Draymond was all-star.
Offensive-wise, you're talking about
one at a time.
They mentioned all his teammates, but when we was talking about that, y'all said Oubre might be able to help. Y'all said Wiggins is not that bad. I'm hating. Y'all said Draymond's not a role player.
Draymond.
So
Jacob, do this every week. Why? We never talk about Draymond's offensive powers. We never do that. Why are you doing that? You brought up assists, but now you're talking about Draymond. In comparison to Melo, who's always been a scorer, his game will never age because of who he is. Ronnie Hood,
did you see Dame's stats in his last couple games?
Did you see Kirk stats last night?
Yeah, I saw him. Go look at Dame's stats.
They're not messing with him.
And they're getting wins with him.
Who has the season high this year in points scored? Stephen Curry, 62.
Fred VanVleet.
Curry scored 62.
Oh, he
what
did?
are you talking about?
Yes.
Okay, so then the second is Fred VanVleet. I saw a stat line that said nobody else had a 50-point game last night, but I guess.
I mean, let's not act like.
But I don't. But then you're listing points though. You're still going back to points. Did they win that game when he had 62? Yes, right. Okay, you're gonna have to drop 60 every night to get them wins.
But they have the same record as the Blazers.
Oh,
Exactly.
The Blazers are better than them, bro. And they're playing. The Blazers are better than them. Dame is better than them.
That's what we're saying. But we're saying
Dame is better than Stephen Curry at this point in his career. Yes, right now
they have the same amount of wins, cut. The same amount of wins.
7-9.
And he has a lot less than Dame.
Dame last night, 32 points, 2 rebounds, 8 assists.
They played the Wizards. You gotta add that.
Before that, he had 17. It was off a back-to-back. Oh no, that was the day before. They had a back-to-back February 1st and February 2nd. Second night, he dropped 32. The night before that, he had 17, 3, and 7 assists. Before that, January 30th, he had 44, 5, and 9. Before that, he had 34 and 9. Before he had 26, 6, and 10. Before that, he had 39, 5, and 8. He's consistent except for that one outlier of a game, bro. Since January 13th, he scored 22 in every game except that one February 1st game.
When did CJ McCollum get hurt? When did he get hurt?
CJ got hurt like 3 weeks ago.
And as soon as you say that,
January 19th, okay.
I'm looking at Curry with less help, and he scored 25 in every
crying
game.
about help for the person that had the most help for the last 3 years. I don't want to hear that.
Talking about right now.
I don't want to hear that.
Talking about right now.
I don't want to hear that. He had all the help.
Right now.
I don't want to hear that. He had the best help ever for the last 3-4 years.
He's supposed to have a ghost out there. He's supposed to have Klay Thompson's ghost shooting the ball or something. Like
now it's on him. You want to be the best? Wait. Ooh, this is why I'm about to kill you. This is why I'm killing Jalen. This is why I'm killing. When Dame didn't have no help, did we make excuses?
He always had CJ McCollum. What are we talking about? He has no help.
CJ just elevated his game. CJ just elevated his game this year to that level, and he was not consistent.
I disagree with that statement.
He was not, bruh. He was not. CJ was his help.
Yeah.
He's never been at this level.
He
CJ
did
was
have.
They-
He did
when they-
have
having his best
Marcus Aldridge.
statistical season this season.
when they reached the Western Conference Finals, there was arguments that said they were the second best backcourt in basketball behind Steph and Clay.
He did
Okay.
have LaMarcus Aldridge as well. I do want to make sure that that's not forgotten about. This
when he hit the shot over the
When
Rockets, bro,
healthy, they
talking about
saying they're the best
7 years ago?
backcourt in basketball right now.
I'm taking Curry.
Wait, what'd you say, Jalen?
They argue that CJ and Dame are still the best backcourt.
Oh, right now, yeah, they do still argue that.
Who? Because I think the best backcourt in basketball is sitting in Brooklyn, but that's just me.
That was
That-
before the trade.
That's to be continued. We'll see.
Okay.
I don't want the excuses.
Closing remark. Closing remark.
Game number 1, man. Steph 2, Kyrie 3.
Crazy.
Cool.
Virgil. Jace, what are your NBA takeaways, bud?
Oh, we still doing that?
If you don't got them, just say it.
I had. Brew,
Oh,
can I
Jalen
put-
wasn't done. Jalen wasn't done.
The Heat still will make the playoffs. I just wanted to put that on wax.
Will they though?
Bro,
I just-
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Just let them say they'll make the playoffs, bro. They can make it.
Because Jace knows if I put it out there on wax, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I told you your magic ending this Sunday, little boy.
Big count.
Jace, what's your takeaways, man?
My takeaways are the Lakers are always going to do what the Lakers do. They're sitting at 16-6 right now, third in the West, well, tied for second in the West. But I've been watching basketball, bro, and there's no defense being played. It's barely been any defense being played. So when we talk about the Washington Wizards, even though they probably have the worst defense in the league, I'm not gonna deny that fact. I feel like the league in general just is so offensive like minded to where like it's just the defense is people are scoring 120 points every night. So teams are scoring 120 points every night. So I just want to get that out there. I feel like the Wizards will probably get their defense together mid-season. Granted, I would think it'd be too late, but I still feel like they'll get their defense together mid-season. Who else do I have? The Nets defense. Hey, Nets defense ain't that good either. They let 146 points get put on them. So, but they still had probably the best offense in the league. So, hey, it's vice versa. So, what else? I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it for me. Utah is surprising. I'm kind of sorry about that, but I'm gonna see how it is in the middle.
Hey, Jalen, how you feel about old players talking down on young players?
I hate it. And the reason being, bro, is like it really bothers me, bro. Like I get it if you trying to motivate guys, but some of it just really just be hating, like literally just be hating. Because they games would never, like, for me, I respect Charles Barkley, bro, a lot. And I feel as if he's one of the greatest players to never win a ring. But at the same time, it's just like, Charles, relax, bro. Like, some of these guys that you be so critical of, like, if they were to play you in your era, they would cook you. Like, Giannis would cook Charles Barkley all game long because Giannis is an athletic freak. Let's just call it what it is. He's a freak of nature. Like, think about it, bro. All the people that he criticized, from LeBron's killing him. LeBron's killing everybody.
What about old players who have rings, like Shaq when he tries to talk about young players? And we were talking about this last week and how their intention is to motivate them, but the way they say things rub players wrong way. KD responded on the Instagram comment talking about old players talking out on young players. LeBron commented on them. Like, I think the young players are getting sick of like interacting with like the old media members that like don't like I think they appreciate it, but the way they go about it seems like they're hating on their game.
I feel that, but when you start getting into like the Shaqs and the Kobe's of the world, like guys who are like legit top 10 all time, I feel as if,
in my opinion,
Shaq, I know Shaq usually doesn't come off as a hater. He's gonna just tell you the blunt truth. Hating is just like you're saying stuff, but it's not really like anything constructive that you can do with it. Like Shaq could be like, oh, like what he told Donovan Mitchell, oh, I don't think y'all can take that next step. And then after that, he followed up and said, that's the response I was looking for. Okay, like you can see it like right there in plain sight. Like Shaq's not hating. Shaq's just giving you some fuel to the fire, just like how Shaq used to always say when Stephen A used to get on him and say, hey, Shaq, you haven't stepped up. Y'all been losing. And then what does Shaq do? Step up. But Shaq always goes on record and say, oh, I needed that extra push from the media, like from Stephen A to say I was this and I was that. So I get that side of it. But Shaq got, like he said, he got what is it, GS 14 classification to say what he said. Guy got 14, got 4 rings, bro. And is literally legit the best big man in the world. I mean, ever.
What you said? Go to mom.
I agree, Jalen, because like I was
It's
telling
the
him,
my turn.
I'm not going on a spill. I was just telling him, like I told y'all on our private conversation, it's Shaq. If you want anybody to motivate you, you would want it to be somebody that's actually accomplished something.
Yes.
Yeah, I understand that, but I think what Shaq needs to do a better job is taking these players as they are and not comparing them to Shaq. Joel Embiid has the potential to be one of the best big men ever, one of the most dominant big men ever. He will never be Shaq, in my opinion. He has an outside shot that Shaq never had. He has the ability and the work ethic to get better, which I don't think Shaq ever had, because he tells the story of how Kobe had to push him and how he wished he would have played better. So, and worked out and not ate donuts and burgers and everything in the off season. He talks about that. So I think at face value, what Shaq has to do is consider that these players are playing in their age and playing in their game. They're not playing in 2000 where it's throw the ball down low and let me run you over. You can't do that no more. And I think Shaq has to take that for face value.
I think you can. You just can't do it that way. So that's all Zion do.
I mean, Zion does it with a little bit more finesse. I don't see him.
Yeah.
I don't
down low. Like
I don't
Zion,
see beating guys up, throwing them to the ground, and not getting checked for it.
Field goal percentage in the league, and it's like all he do is he not shooting no jumpers if he don't have to.
Yeah, but it's not like Zion is literally elbowing guys out their way and pushing and dunking and breaking. Like, we'll never see another Shaq. As dominant as Giannis and Zion are, never see another Shaq.
But everybody's more athletic based now. You can't just be big like that.
Right. So it's different.
I feel like with the Shaq situation, I feel like when he talks about, like when he did the thing with Donovan Mitchell and he did when he talks about Joel Embiid sometimes, I feel like he's trying to motivate them. Yes. But when he talks about Rudy Gobert, I don't think he likes Rudy Gobert. Just for the simple fact, because of his contract and how he plays the game of basketball. Rudy Gobert is not an offensively sound center at all. No. But defensively, yes, he is. Of course, he was the defensive player of the year. 2 times, I think. So, yeah. So, I don't agree with his contract either. I feel like Shaq is saying what everybody else wants to say, like the whole world wants to say. He doesn't deserve all that money, but we can't tell the Utah Jazz how to spend their money and how they want to build their team and stuff like that. So, I feel like that's the only thing that I just feel like he don't like Rudy Gobert, but anything else he talks about, I feel like it's just motivation.
Heard you. Any more NBA news, man? Forget the music. Your silence is deafening. Carter, are you ready?
Silence deafening.
I was talking about everybody's. Why you getting so defensive?
You being mean to me.
What the music at? What the music at? What the music at?
It's Wednesday.
What happened last week?
They didn't release nothing on Our Generation, Derek, so you don't have nothing to go off.
But last week we got the voice.
Oh yes, the deluxe. Are we gonna be honest? Are we gonna be honest about our guy Dirkio?
Oh, I love it.
I like it.
It's not better than the original.
Not better than his last 2 projects, no.
But it's a deluxe, so it is the original, just with more songs.
Yeah,
but take those songs and compare them to the original songs.
Yeah, that's the way I do it. Like I'll download a deluxe and I won't download the songs previously, and I take it as a project. So it's 12 new songs, 30 minutes, but I think 6 of them are at least an A in my mind. I know I love.
I put them all together because I don't like having 2 album marks.
Me, I love that. It's like another project to me.
How many songs did you put on? It was like 12, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's 12.
Yeah.
But,
Some of them, I mean, I downloaded 8 of them.
Which ones you didn't download, Jace?
I didn't download the one with Sydney August.
That song.
I don't like that song either, Jace.
I didn't download the intro because it was just the voice.
Oh,
I don't like
You're tripping.
Huh?
Voice.
Like,
I don't like. It's just annoying with the talking at the beginning, but it's not a bad song. It's just that the intro, like the voice. I didn't like that.
yeah, and I didn't download Movement and Last Minute, but I think I gotta listen back on those though. I ain't really listened to them for real fully.
I agree. I said I need to listen to those a little bit more too.
Did you listen to it, Jalen?
I have not gotten around to the deluxe of Durkio. I will get around to it though. I didn't even know it dropped, bro. I've been on a rock.
Where was the Drake song, Derek, that you said was gonna be on here, bro?
It's gonna be on No Auto. That make more sense because he said it's not a rapping song. He said it's not a singing song. It's a rapping song.
Yeah, you got Kaylani. You got a song with Kaylani dropping tonight, so we know what type of vibe he finna be on.
Drake.
Ain't Brent Fire supposed to be dropping sometime soon?
Why are you trying to switch the whole topic up? Damn.
I don't know. I'm just talking about dropping, bro.
Brent Fires,
Relax.
song
Hey,
with,
y'all relax.
Brent Fires working on his album. He said he dropped a song with Tyler.
I like it. I like the song a lot. I've been listening to a lot of Brent.
I think it's solid. Gravity, featuring Tyler the Creator.
Brent does not have a bad song in his discography. Not one.
I don't know about that, but I'm not gonna argue it. I like Brent a lot though.
Shit. My Instagram like Brent a lot. Everybody posts him on their story.
Oh
when
my
I was
God.
playing Brent, you literally told me cut it off.
I mean, that was before I gave it a chance, man.
Mm-hmm. Young Stoner Life, Young KO, one of the artists signed to YSL, dropped his song that's gonna be featured on Slime Language 2, produced by Taurus, Bruiser CAU alumni brethren, whatever. Featuring Yak Gotti and Sheck West, GFU. Party Next Door released Colors on streaming services. Lil Mosey dropped a single called Holy Water. Yellow Beezy dropped a song called Star featuring Erica Banks. And Clean Bandit dropped a song with N Dior, which made me go back and listen to their old song. That's like a banger. Clean Bandit got some, like, they don't sing, they make the beats. Clean Bandit got some fun stuff. They like Daft Punk. What?
Entertain me, Derek.
Pooh Shiesty dropped on the 5th. Remember that?
Dude, Pooh Shiesty, brr, big brr.
Big brr.
The song y'all know about Clean Bandit is the No Place I'd Rather Be.
Yeah.
Bang.
Moneybagg Yo dropped the song last night in the video to go on. I like the song a lot. Moneybagg do good on his singles.
This low key might be his year if he drop an album.
It is. I liked his album last year, so I think Moneybagg definitely.
I feel like he got outshine.
Memphis, when Moneybagg and Pooh Shiesty and all these guys, Memphis got a little upbringing, man.
Bar, Big 30.
Entertain me, Derek.
What's happening?
You remember DJ Hero, Rock Band, things like that? Do you see a rap version of it, like the one that Def Jam did, making a return soon? Because we're bringing back classic games like NCAA. I mean, what are you going? Anything's possible, Cook Carter.
I think games that if you could do it from your home, like I could play the drums here and you play the guitar at your house, then maybe. But
that'd be fun.
But doing it as like in one
group?
setting,
yeah.
I don't know how you do a rap thing though. Like, how would you like?
You just rap the lyrics, and it's really. Or you can make the beat. You can have somebody like doing a beat or something, or playing the drums. You can play drums with rap, like a live rap show, rap concert. That's possible. Like, it's
like piano.
I don't know. My ideal. I used to have a dream about this idea when I was a kid. Like my ideal rapper game would be like a Grand Theft Auto, but with rappers.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fun.
So let's get into that real quick. So let's say that you grew up in Compton.
Mm-hmm.
How would that go? Would you like Would you like be in like options like join the game, like or just do your own thing, stay out the like what's going on?
I think you get like you got a rapper like Roddy Rich, and you get into an altercation at school or something, and your mom like, you need to make a decision in your life, what you gonna be, blah blah blah. So then you either, you choose to like almost like Fresh Prince, you choose to stay in Compton or you choose to move to Atlanta. You move to Atlanta, you meet somebody, you might meet DJ Drama or producer or something, and bro, you need to step streets, bro. Come work on this. And he'd actually have you like in the studio working on your sound, working on your album or working on your music, and then you got a chance to perform it.
Okay.
And you get to perform it and you build your following. It's almost like a 2K My Player, but with rappers.
But none of like the alleged stuff, just strictly rap.
We can have that in it, but just nothing crazy.
Rated M for mature then.
Yes.
Hey, I don't know how many of y'all seen the Boondocks episode where they talking about Soul Plane 2, but get rich or die trying.
Nah, I think that'd be a dope idea. I just think, man.
I mean, other than that, we could get Def Jam and Dedo again, but
that was a fire game. The original one, the 03 version, I think.
Yeah, the original and the New York one was fire. Icon was whack.
Yeah, Icon was whack. Oh, are we doing a top 5?
We can do top 5 video franchises you want to see come back.
Ooh, I'll do that. Yeah, you guys. Like video game franchise, like NCAA is coming back.
Oh, that's easy.
Streets, football, the 2K Volume 3, those types of games, like retro games, like bring them back.
That tweet about the games not coming back to
I knew they was gonna push that back.
A couple years. Bruh said, so why the fuck you tell me?
That bro, KG funny. Why would you show it to me? I can't have it. All right.
Top 5, no debating. Top 5.
Top 5 video game franchises we want to see again.
Yes, sir. Who's gonna kick it off? JB, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's knock it out. The park.
Number 5, I have coming in. This may even still be out, and I just don't know. Need for Speed. Need that. Used to get, you know what I'm saying? I used to get busy on that. Coming in at number 4, we have Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi. I feel as if this needs to be rebooted.
3?
I know I would buy it.
You need to just update it.
I think you just make it 4 and update it, give it some new characters, keep everything about the same, change the storyline. Of course, update the storylines and everything like that.
The graphics and the game and controls too.
Yes. It would be an elite game, to say the least. Number 3, we have coming in Fight Night. Absolutely loved Fight Night when it was out, bro. And I wish they would just bring it back so that I can scrub everybody, including Bruiser, because he just think he's just a video game savant. Like, I will watch him in Fight Night any day of the week.
I never said I was.
Second, March Madness. Don't know if y'all played it, but March Madness was a vibe. I really enjoyed playing college basketball. I just loved it. And then number one, y'all know, NCAA, baby. I'm excited. I don't care if I gotta wait 2, 3, 4 years. You dig? I'm just waiting on that thing to drop.
Better drop this year. I mean, next year, bro.
It's on you, Jason.
I'm telling you, son.
All right, so I got one honorable mention. The honorable mention is Little League Baseball. I don't know if y'all played that, but yeah, Little League Baseball. Number 5 is Madden Arcade. Number 4 is Blitz. Number 3 is Burnout. Number 2 is this franchise is still going on, but I want a reboot of one game, that's Halo 3. And then number 1, even though NCAA, I feel like NCAA is gonna come out, so I didn't put that on my list. But number 1 is NFL Street. I need another NFL.
Street 2 was so hard.
Yeah, that was I think that ain't that the one. Well, no, 3 was the one with Ocho Cinco on the front.
Yeah, 3 was Ocho Cinco. Yeah, I was
2 was
the
power.
Yeah, I like 2.
2 was big on it.
I think Big was on the first one.
Who's on 2?
I'm about to look.
No, I don't even know who it was either.
One was Ricky
It was
Williams.
Jeremy Shockey and
One was Ricky Williams. One was Ricky Williams. Two was Exhibit and Jeremy Shockey.
Yep.
Ocho was 3.
You can play Exhibit and stuff like that. I remember that. Yeah.
That's basically the yard. That's basically the yard. If the NFL was smart, they would include the yard, include streets.
They would do it the right way.
Not the NFL. The electronic arts.
Well, NFL control the licensing.
You're right. Demont. Oh, you want to go get it? Demont?
Okay, I have excuse me, I have 2 honorable mentions. Going all the way back to the PS2 days, I had to get in my bag. Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, the video game. Boy,
you did that.
That was a gem right there. Other honorable mention, Jack and Daxter. That was my game. Used to play that game up till like 2 a.m. Dad come in the room, pretend to be asleep, turn the TV off, he leave, turn the thing back on, be up till 4 a.m. Number 5, Sly Cooper. Number 4, Sonic Riders. Used to love that game.
Sonic Riders is fun.
Number 3, the Ed, Edd n Eddy open world game. Too far. Number 2, Simpsons hit and run open world game. Too far. And my number 1 is the Batman Arkham series. I would love to see they talking about bringing it back, but on the PS5, those graphics already went crazy on the 4. So they bring that back on the PS5, we might be talking about something.
Didn't they in the last one end with like the house blowing up?
The Joker dying, I think.
Demon's on my list, so I'll just go out there and say that. I have 4 honorable mentions. Streets. Dragon Ball Z, Budokai Tenkaichi, Fight Night, and I'm putting NCAA football on there as well. I'm going to say number 5, NCAA basketball. That was hard. Number 4, Sly Cooper. Number 3, Nicktoons Unite with Danny Phantom, Timmy Turner, SpongeBob, and Jimmy. I'm missing
Timmy Turner.
Timmy Turner, yeah, all them 4 on there. That
game was 5.
Number 2, I got Bully, the Rockstar game. It's like Grand Theft Auto, but
Play
like
that now.
I don't think, but the Bully 2, they ain't like doing the second. Yeah. And number 1 is Simpsons Hit and Run. That game was so hard.
That was Grand Theft Auto for the little kids.
Yeah, that was before that game went so done. So that's my top 5. Carter.
Hey, all right. My honorable mentions. I got NCAA football in there, of course, and I'm gonna put Streets Volume 2 that was basketball game, or NBA Ballers. I'm gonna put them 3 all in there in honorable mentions. Number 5, I got Def Jam Vendetta. Number 4, I got Fight Night. Number 3, I got Budokai Tenkaichi 4, or I want them to make a new one and update it. Number 2, I have NCAA basketball / March Madness. Either one. The college games is great. And number 1, I got Streets football. Well, yeah, I got Streets football. However, I think people slept on the NBA Ballers, bro, because you could play 1-on-1 or you could play 1-on-1v1v1. So it's like 3 of y'all, and it's a pickup game. It's like King of the Court. 3 players.
King of the Court. Or what's the game?
It's not 21 though. It's not like 21.
Oh, okay, I got you.
But it was like, if I score, I stay on the court. Somebody else guard me, and then you stop me. You get the ball. You get the score on the other dude.
King of the Court.
Yeah, it's like King of the Court, but it's on a video game, and it was NBA Ballers on PS2, so it wasn't online. I wasn't online with it.
But I just imagine NCAA basketball, right? That just with 2K, just graduate from college, do one and done, or stay the whole 4 years, like that experience, then go to play.
Or later, yeah, or even, but NCAA was 2K had NCAA, but EA had the 5 game. EA had the 5 basketball game.
Or even with the college basketball, even though this will never happen. Do the development league, go there, go overseas. Like I know NCAA wouldn't do that, but
it's a lot of ways they can open the world of video games, and I feel like being real lame,
Gotcha. Is there any news breaking? Your Pelicans were smacked, Derek Carter. I'm telling you, no, they got smacked by the Bucks.
Oh, Giannis started taking pictures mid-game. That was on us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't like that. Nope.
Got Phoenix next.
Monty owe us. Monty owe us.
Lil Uzi Vert is now Vision from the
He was bleeding. He was bleeding earlier. He posted it. He said he
Uzi?
could die. He could die if he don't get it took out the right way. But then he said he's good. It was
Bro,
like he
you can't-
posted a selfie with the blood leaking from his forehead. It looks so nasty.
Oh, so Thanos already got him there.
I don't think he's gonna die. It's not in his skull. I don't think.
It's in something where it could bleed out, probably.
So Thanos found him and
I know that,
extracted the gem. In all seriousness, no, good to know that Uzi is good though.
He deleted it. He deleted the picture of the blood with the blood running. He said, "Okay, we good now." But
Uzi better go with security because I know somebody gonna try to take it off.
Where they going?
You say they took it. Is that a podcast?
it hurts when it's on Vision. It's a robot, but when it's on a human, it's just
Yeah, he's gonna pull the skin, all that. Like,
Is that a podcast?
yeah. I'm getting sick to my stomach.
For 24 million, hell yeah, I'm gonna pull that.
I'm like, give me. Yeah.
Actually, the Bucks played the Pacers.
Oh, who the
So
Pelicans play?
We don't play today. Oh, we play at 9:30. We play the Suns.
Oh, that's a L. And this will conclude episode 90 of the Pack Life Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're available to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and YouTube. Follow us at Pack Life Pod or Pack Life Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Beside me is Mr. JB, who is rooting for his hometown Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
He from Pensacola. He not
Do
from,
it, baby.
Right. He's not
Hey,
from
not
man.
from
You are
Tampa.
not from Tampa.
You are not from Tampa.
Not
From
folk
Florida,
you.
when we rap.
Diagonal me is my cousin, Mr. DeMar.
Appreciate you for having me, man. Episode 90, man. We getting kind of close. Just saying.
We'll probably be at 100 in June or May or April. Live session maybe. I'm thinking about it. COVID got a clear COVID protocol, but I'm thinking about it. Diagonal me also is Slim Reaper and Mr. Jace.
I know I went crazy on Twitter when we lost that playoff game, but hey, I'm still who that till I die, man. Okay, still who that till I die.
My boy Jason, I can't do this football no more. And last but not least, we got my brother, Mr. Carter.
Cutthroat got the Chiefs winning. Just had to say it again. Just had to say it again.
How about those? Chiefs?
90.
Next week, we are revealing our All-Star starting lineup. So be on the lookout for that next week, episode 91. Also, Super Bowl recap, and of course, NBA takeaways. With football being gone, the off season, we're going to be more diverse topics. This is where we're going to try some new things. So be on the lookout for that. I'm your host, Bruiser Carter, episode 90, 10 episodes to go to 100. Peace out, Girl Scout.
New Pack Life.